We're back with some prime time coverage. This is real footage of the Bears today. Let's go. Over the weekend, oh no. There they are, the Bears scuttling into the trees in real time. As we see both, I didn't mean to pull that up too quick. As we see this morning, Roaring Kitty, GME's man, coming out of hibernation here, tweeting this meme, sending the stock apparently soaring and investors very, very pumped. Who's feeling the 2021 vibes? Anybody? Put it in chat. If you're feeling January 2021 right now, I'm feeling it with you. There's definitely some vibes going on right now. We see Pepe hitting all-time highs this morning. Bitcoin reluctant, but making some moves. It's going to be a spicy day. I wasn't going to go live at doctor's appointment, and we have Chirpow tomorrow. Speaking at like 9:45 East, I was going to take today off, but there is no rest for us. The charts never sleep. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe. We're going to get into some charts and such here. I wanted to pull up this as well, and then we're going to jump into the charts. Bracebridge Capital, now the largest hedge fund shareholder of both 𝐅𝐫𝐞𝐞 and 𝐓𝐵IT, holding 363 million across spot Bitcoin ETFs. I love it. I love it. Keep buying up the bags. Keep it coming, boys. Oh, look, there we are, right there on Twitter, live. 54 viewers already. Very nice. Settling in. Let's get into the charts here today. Things are looking so good. What a relief. We have had some very boring price action. We've had some kind of disappointing charts, but that all changes today. Let's get going. Trying to put on some music or something here. Do I risk it? Put on good music? Probably get banned. We'll hold off for now. GME opening Monday at $26.50 after closing Friday's trading day under $17.15. To the wick high, 118% on GME. Currently down from that high earlier this morning from $38. Already a 24% retracement down to the $29 level. I don't know if you guys have GME, if you're apes. I guess we're all apes here. But there's definitely some things we need to kind of like address here. So in 2021, we did see GME rocket. Let's see if I can even get this on the chart here. Let's get that. There we go. GME rocketed in 2021. Let's go back. We got some TA up on that chart. Right about here, January of 21. If you remember back to the Bitcoin and crypto world, this is really coincidental timing with Bitcoin and it moving to a new all-time high, as well as meme coins. That's going to be our second chart today. Pepe hitting all-time highs. And when I made this stream, it actually hadn't hit all-time highs quite yet. So it looks like during the last few hours, hitting up those big numbers, boys. We're going to pull that chart up. Let's see, GME on the monthly, we can see still not at its 2021 levels, but this is quite a candle on the week. Since that high of 126, GME has spent, looks like the better part of 3 years, trading down and to the right, painting a beautiful descending channel. Probability dictates that we see a break to the upside, and so far, May not disappointing. Now, it has a lot of ground to make to get back to those highs. Let's see where we're at. Actually, let's hide all of this. This is too much distraction. There we go. Let's also flip this over. Let's go to the main screen. Back to its highs has quite a long journey. Even today's $38 high sits, like 60% under the $117 high of the 2021 rally. Almost back to its 618 retracement, looking for like $50. Now, GME has had its trading halted multiple times today because, let's be real, stocks are a scam. And GME is maybe the most highlighting of that being a scam. A quick kind of recap of this. In 2021, we had a short squeeze on GME. Its rising price again as Deep Effin' Value has returned to Twitter. In the meantime, Ryan Cohen, founder of billion-dollar e-commerce company Chewy, has become an activist investor, having turned around GameStop to be profitable for the first time since 2018. The short squeeze due to naked shorting. Countless counterfeit shares of GameStop existed that were not authorized by the company, and, well, as we all remember, they tried to keep the price down. It did work, apparently. Those betting on GameStop going down to zero in price or bankruptcy now have to buy their shares back at market price. And apparently we are seeing about $1 billion in liquidations already this morning on GME. I find this very exciting. I wish, if you're a GME person out there, if you found this stream, you're not a crypto guy, you found this, that's awesome. I wish that we could get the GME people, the apes, onto the Bitcoin team. Bitcoin is what they want, they just don't know it. Bitcoin is the asset that they can't just issue imaginary shares. They can't control it in that way. And man, once they figure that out, that's going to be some big stuff. Let's move on from GME. I have my alert set. I'm looking for higher highs, maybe $50 this month. And I think this story is going to unfold even potentially during this live stream. That wick high and then higher lows painting out some kind of flag. GME may see even more upside into this week. We'll stay tuned and we'll be covering that pretty closely. Now, Pepe, back to the crypto world. Pepe, we've been talking about all kinds of charts over the last 3 weeks, 5 weeks, trying to keep ourselves engaged with crypto in general, and it has been difficult. A lot of sideways price action on Bitcoin, kind of in the boring stage that we see typically going into summer. However, the meme coins are moving again, and we have looked at this chart multiple times over the last few weeks, and I could not explain it, but Pepe, seemingly more bullish than the others. I've said that on multiple accounts. We had many a long position theorized on this stream live, and honestly all of them seem to be working out. Even Tuesday or Monday in May, May 6th, something like that, we looked at this and we even said maybe even a scalp long might play out here. So far so good. Pepe hit an all-time high in dollars, but the story's not over. A beautiful back test of its previous all-time high has now set Pepe up into price exploration. Could be a very, very spicy week or end of May ahead of us, but that's not all. That's not all. Before it broke in dollars, we actually saw Pepe break a different all-time high, so it's double dipping today. Pepe against Bitcoin, or Pepe BTC, setting all-time highs before the dollar pair. If you didn't think there's value to these charts, you probably haven't been using them, because this was an early warning sign. Breaking out before the dollar pair. Let's dump down to the day and see what this looks like. Beautiful daily candle here. Pepe against Bitcoin up 17%. What a monstrous candle, man. That's beautiful. Pepe had actually not broken its all-time high at all this year against Bitcoin, and this sets it into a category that I can't really name any others. Have any others broken their all-time highs versus Bitcoin? Excluding coins that are brand new or maybe a year or two old, I can't name many, and I'm going to be turning to the chat to see if you guys have answers there. But finally, breaking its Bitcoin all-time high. So is it going to enter price exploration? Are we going to see Pepe really take off? That's what we would typically say. I have no argument against that other than I think Pepe, I don't understand why people buy it, but that doesn't matter. Our 1618, so using our Fibonacci extension tool, breaking our all-time high here today, we look to the 1618 extension. That sits at however many zeros, like 9 zeros, 518, currently at 168. So you can see that is a huge gain. That is a doubling. Actually, it's more like 2.5x versus Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin trades sideways, that would imply Pepe making a 250% move in dollars. If it stays sideways, if Bitcoin climbs up as well as we've seen in the past, that may lead to even bigger gains. Now, there is one bearish outcome here. If Bitcoin does do the big dump, Pepe could reach these levels without really moving up in dollars. I'm not going to get into that too much, but this is exciting. This is pretty interesting, guys. What other charts? Let me pull up the chat here. Can anyone name a single other chart from a coin that's broken its Bitcoin all-time high that didn't exist. I mean, that existed, I'll say minimum of like 3 years ago. So it had to exist, we'll say before 2022. Pepe barely meets that cut. Really, none of the other meme coins do other than Doge that people still talk about. Anything. Pepe, more like 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. Sure, Sal, I'm not a huge Pepe fan, but I'm a chart fan. I'm a crypto fan. And this is eerily reminiscent of January in 2021. We had the meme coins pump. We had GME pump. Bitcoin got sent to all-time highs later in that year. This is exciting, finally. It's been very boring. I've been doing my best to keep you guys engaged and entertained, but this is actually exciting. Let me see. You're done with trading crypto, says A. That's fine, man. You don't have to trade. You can still be in crypto. You can still be a part of communities. You can still like crypto or not. You don't have to trade. I think people kind of get steered to that now in the beginning, mostly because that's what's profitable for content creators. But you don't have to trade, bro. In fact, the most successful people in crypto I know, just DCA. They do nothing. They just buy and chill. What's up, Leroy? ICP today at a little of $11, then a high of 12. That's quite a wild ride, my friend. What's up, Brucey? Pepe coin. This is Pepe coin. Pepe coin. 𝐂𝐨𝐮𝐫𝐬𝐞. Can I check Sui? Farzy wants to check Chippy. Bonk has a new high. So Bonk, let's pull it up. I don't doubt it. I did not check every chart this morning. Like I said, I had a doctor's appointment. I didn't even plan on going live, but man, it called. So Bonk against Bitcoin, no all-time high. In fact, really savage highs coming down. These big, tall wicks on the weekly. No all-time high versus Bitcoin. It's more likely to put in an all-time high versus the dollar. But looking at the Pepe chart, maybe beginning that rally. Really too early to tell. Looking at our analysis here, support held. Our entry on the long still holding us in this nail-biting suspense, man. This is roughly where we took this long back in March. Didn't get stopped out. Still waiting on that upside price action. Will Bonk move up? Will Bonk see higher highs? I think so based on this chart. It's not as clean as Pepe. Remember, Pepe had that beautiful back test of its previous all-time highest support. We saw Pepe move to its extension and then pull back and then move up again, now at a new all-time high. Bonk, not quite in that category. Bonk did move to an all-time high last year, did set a higher high in March, but we never saw that clean back test. And more importantly for me, this Bitcoin pair, Bonk BTC, really struggling. Really struggling. Not saying it's off the table, not saying it's impossible, but at the moment, not really comparable. Pepe blasting all-time highs in dollars, blasting all-time highs against Bitcoin. This is a beautiful chart. I wish it wasn't I wish it was some other coin. Wish it was Bitcoin. Wish it wasn't Pepe, but that's what we get here. We got to take it when we get it. What's good, Shirley Sound? How you doing, man? Most AI tokens. Grateful. Name one, I'll look it up. What AI token has broken all-time highs against Bitcoin? I'll look it up. Cherry City Bulls, meme pumps then alts. I guess. I mean, aren't all alts memes in some way? I don't know. What's up, Fabio? Can I check Tezos? I don't know, dude. I don't think you want me to check Tezos. Brucey, OG 2016. Pepe coin will have its day. Sure. What is that like? There's many Pepe tickers out there, actually. Just lost everything, all your life savings in one trade. Your wife hates you. Destroyed your life, literally. Richard Gilbert, I hope that's not true. I hope you're just pranking us, man. If that is true, my condolences, brother. I wish you would have found our community earlier. There was some mistakes made. I think you're aware of that. Man, rough. Hope that's a prank. Anyway, you guys over there, Richard, Brucey, Leroy, A, you guys are on the vertical mobile stream. If you want to join us on the main one, if you're on a PC, TV, whatever, hop over. There's a lot more people over here. What's going on, Maddox? Did Render hit all-time high? Render's looking good, but Render also not at an all-time high to my knowledge versus Bitcoin. I'm not sure there really are any, and I hate it. It tastes bad in my mouth to say. I don't like this scenario. I want my precious bags to be doing this. I do own some Pepe, of course. We traded up on it pretty well. in what, 21, something like that. Made some big bags, but Render also not at all-time high versus Bitcoin. Now, this reminds me of INJ. INJ did a really similar thing. I think it saw an all-time high in March, but then fell back below. So Render definitely not looking bad. I like this chart. This is a weekly chart of Render versus Bitcoin. That's higher lows, baby, and higher highs. That's an uptrend. That probably explains over the last few weeks, we've had a few charts that we've said, these look more bullish, Pepe was one, than the rest. What's happening? Render was included in that. Man, what other ones? I'll have to think about it. Render and Pepe are the only two I can think of off the top of my head, but no all-time high there. I'm looking for it. Anything. Any other coins. I wish this wasn't true. Render looks great in dollars. I think the BTC pair looks great too. I think it's due for another move to the upside, as you can see by these long positions here, looking for that $50 range. But at the moment, not Pepen. Not Pepen. Pepean. You got liquidated, man. Richard, I love you, brother. My heart goes out to you. I could sit here and preach about what you could have done better or whatever, but like that's not going to help you, dude. Not surprised the wife is angry. Honestly, Richard, and this goes to anyone who might find themselves in a position, this won't be the last story we hear. You got to get some help, bro. Taking risks that big is like in the gambling addiction side. I say that out of love, not out of hate, not trying to make fun of you, but seriously, bro. Also might settle the wife down a little bit if you tell her you're going to get some help for that. Anyway, heart goes out to you, brother. Send you my love. Everybody send Richard. Send him your hearts and your good vibes today. He's going to need it. Chipper. Probably not right now. Myra. Maybe not most, but a few. I need one. Name one. Render. FET BTC has a shot. FET is in that category of charts that were looking better than most, but I don't think so. Let's see. I'd love to be wrong. Doubt it. Big doubt. FET BTC, nah, not even close. Not even close. I'm trying to drill this in, guys. The fact that Pepe has broken its all-time high versus Bitcoin here is big. I hate it that it's Pepe. Like I said, it feels dirty, but I can't name any others. Can we name one? I'm reading the chat. What's up, VZ Fat Cat? Michael Collins, Chipper Chippy, ESHD. Tom, I really like you, bro. You're a good man. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. You're on your phone and you're in the main chat. That's good, Flex. You don't have to be over there. Ivan, and then back to 150 today. Chippy, man, what's with the chippies? I'm looking for coins that have broken their all-time high in Bitcoin, not Chippy. Flex, I don't see Richard in chat. He's in the other one. Yes, he's over on the vertical stream chat. I think there's probably like 100 viewers over there. We got a lot more on the main. There also is a poll going. Do you feel like it's January 2021 today? That'd be a rather bullish yes if you selected yes. Only 270 votes, guys. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get the likes going, the subscribes. Let's get the shares. Hype up the stream a little bit. It seems that people are feeling good, feeling a little bully. Solana. We're going to look at Solana. Don't worry. Theta broke. Vibes, I think you're baiting me with this. I think you're baiting me. I think this is a prank, but you know what? It's fine. I'm in the mood to be pranked today. We're all good. What's up, Mighty Mighty? I know you have a little trade going on. That ain't too bad there. Mighty Mighty sent me his Pepe long like a day ago or two, and I was like, I'm so jealous. I've been saying how good this chart looks for weeks. Didn't add to my position. I am jealous. Theta, no new all-time high versus Bitcoin. Honestly, not even close. Not even in the realm. Not even like, oh my goodness, it could happen. Down 88% versus Bitcoin. This is a testament. You guys say, oh, you can't get rich with Bitcoin, or I don't know, whatever your excuse is to not go with the like thing that's going to work, right? These charts show you the rarity that is coins breaking their all-time highs against Bitcoin, meaning outpacing Bitcoin. Almost all of them have some kind of run up. We see that typically in the earlier times, maybe its first cycle, and then that run up, that high, in most cases, sits as the all-time high indefinitely. Some charts never break them again. It is important. It is something to pay attention to, though, when you see it. When you see these on charts, it's something to pay attention to. You're right. You think it's the only one. I can't name a single other one. What's up, Brandy? Bitcoin dominance currently too high for altcoins to reach all-time high versus Bitcoin. I don't disagree, but Pepe does. Pepe disagrees. I'm just messing with you, man. What's up, Luca, Tony, Chippy? You guys can leave most of the spams out there. Spams is really is good. It's good for the engagement. We can look at Pepe on a small time frame, but this thing's in price discovery, man. You go into price discovery, bets are off. TA is typically not gonna help you. But we'll see. We'll see what it has. We are battling in the dollar pair with the all-time high after briefly moving above the all-time high. It looks like 1620. About an hour ago on the dot. Broke its all-time high. Seeing some sellers, some profit takers come in, pushing it back down. Man. Where are you going to look? 0.00009 maybe back to this resistance that we saw hold this chart down from March all the way until today. Very clean resistance there, very pretty inverse head and shoulders going on. Actually, I might be able to find a little trade here. Trading in this condition gonna be higher risk than typical, gonna be rough. However, we do have a pattern here. It's going to take some patience if we did want to hit this. Just looking, giving it the 2-second TA. How did this not? There we go. Sorry there. Done. There it is. 2-second TA right here. You have a neckline. It looks like it's right below 0.9, like 8823. Let's invert this chart, give you guys a better look. What do you see? Do you see a head and shoulders? You should. You have, let's say, left shoulder, head. We could say that's the right shoulder. It doesn't really matter. What does matter is we have a clearly defined neckline. That neckline has broken. We have set a higher high. So let's take a look at this. This would be the logical way to trade this. Wait for it. It may move up higher. In fact, pretty easy to pinpoint where that might be. Let's take a look. That might be a big gain, another 100% gain, possible. Definitely possible to see this and then back. However, I think we get something a little more chill. Likely for today, Pepe's top is in. Doesn't mean it can't go higher this week, but it doesn't guarantee it will. I think we see something like this, back testing that inverse head and shoulders neckline. This is the entry when that happens, and then you look for the move. That could be a very slick trade. So there you go, friend. That's going to take some patience. It's unlikely to happen today. You know what I'm saying? This might be end of week. It might be end of May. This could be a slow bleed. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Opportunity is there. I'm not going to do that. Although maybe I'll add to my position down there. That could be a good one. That could be decent. I wanted to put on music. Let's see. How do you guys feel about Ganja White Knight? Hopefully, I'm so reluctant. I don't want to get like shadow banned. I want music though. What do you guys, if you want music, put a 1 in chat. If not, put a 2. Let me see. DMT. What's DMT? That's really old. Randy, for the love of God, all things holy, please look at Chippy and get it over with. All right, Randy, only because Randy asked. It's on Deck Screener. Man. I hate going to Deck Screener. There you go. I don't typically like to be bullied into looking at charts, but it is what it is. Deck Screener. Let's pull it up. Pulling it up. There it is. Is this it? This fish? Chippy? Chipeta? Is this it? This is the thing I hate about Deck Screener. It's like you type in Chippy and there's going to be like 100 of them. Chippy. All with different price movements. Wonderful. On Sol. They're all on Sol. Liquidity. All right, we'll go with the one with 1.4 million in volume. 24 hours. That's some volume. Does this even have a chart? There it is. This has existed all of 2, 4, 6, 7 days. Honestly, yeah, you guys aren't going to like this, but not a great sign, that lower high, especially right off this. Like, early, easy to pump time. Higher high, or all-time high, lower high. It's not ideal. There's not enough data to do anything with. I just noticed this. If you lose this trend line, this is about all I can say about this chart. Lose this trend line, you're currently at it, and things don't look great. But you haven't broken the trend. You're still uptrending. I am just cautious or reluctant to say this is an easy dub with that lower high there. Hold your low today, make your ways back up to highs, break your all-time high there, and you got yourself further upside. There you go. Chippy. They're like, we hated that. We hated it. Why did you look at it? Why didn't you say good things? What's up, Sagar? Pepe? Yeah, we've been looking at Pepe the whole time. Yes, this one. Yes, this one. 7-day poo coin. Here comes the rug, probably. DeFi is a dead coin. I didn't even know there was a coin named DeFi. Martini guy is well-known. Schiller, says Lee. How did cashew and pizza go? I don't know. Did the Martini guy talk about it? That's why. No comment on Martini guy. No comment. Holy crap, do we have 2,000 viewers? I guess thank you, Chippy Bots. Appreciate you. If you could, all of you, could you just tickle that like button? Subscribe, share it out. You can tell them I looked at Chippy. You can go out and you can post clips. Say Tom Crown looked at Chippy. What's up, Dino Mike? What's up, Raymond? King Peasant. Lion in my pocket, please. Bitcoin put in a higher high. Yeah, I almost forgot about the Bitcoin TA. So let's jump into this here. I shared this with the trading group, the VIP trading group, that you can get access to just by signing up with any of the partners in the video description below. It doesn't cost you anything. You'll get the goodies early. So I do have some alpha on the Bitcoin chart that I'm going to share with you guys. In front of you is the 3-day Bitcoin USD chart. On top of it, the Ichimoku cloud, one of my favorite indicators. Great indicator. I noticed something, I want to say it was about 24 hours ago. Another similarity to the ETF sell-off. I've been saying all this time, I keep getting these ETF sell-off vibes. Here's another piece of confluence for you. On the ETF sell-off, Bitcoin slightly bounced, traded sideways. However, its 3-day Ichimoku cloud gave us 2 back-to-back signals. This does not happen often. We had the cross down above the cloud, which happened on the 6th of February. And then on the 9th into the 12th, we got the cross up. So this is an unusual setup. You don't typically get a cross down and cross back up. In fact, you'll look back at these and you'll see they are usually far apart. Here we go in May of 23, August, finally flipped back, October, multiple months in between. So on the ETF sell-off, we got back-to-back 3-day signals, and on the close, no, it was more than 24 hours ago, almost 40 hours ago, we got the cross down. This setup, potentially, now there is some nuances to this, but potentially could end up looking just like that ETF sell-off. What we would need is in this 3-day candle, and so far so good in 1 day and 17 hours, whatever. So far, so good. We saw a pretty immediate reaction to that 3-day close, price moving higher. Now, the exciting part isn't here yet. We haven't gotten a higher high. It looks like we've just retapped the previous 3-day high. But breaking that, preferably closing above, say, 64K, I think we get that cross back up and we end up looking just like that ETF sell-off. What do you guys think? I think it's spicy. I think it's very spicy. This comes off, though. This is not the only thing here. This is combined with a very spicy signal on total crypto market cap. We've been looking at this for a while. What a time to look at it again. Since the week closed, we can kind of draw some more conclusions here. We have our 20-week moving average that met with horizontal resistance or support at 2 trillion after rejecting from our monthly resistance, the only one really that exists on total. Reminder, total did not break all-time high. We were keeping our eye on this and saying that's when the real run's going to start. We may not even have seen the actual bull market start. After testing resistance back to support, Combined with that 20 weekly, we have not seen a lower low. Now that's what I'm keeping my eye on right here. Last week was threatening. Closed down, was the lowest close since February of this year. However, lows held, and so far this week, we're doing okay. This is a really careful situation. Not that much downside can bring us a good amount of pain. Reminder though, that's like 232 trillion or billion. We need to lose 232 billion in market cap to put us back below the low of end of April. As long as that holds, we're still trending up in my opinion. Looking back, this is interesting. Is this it? 21. Very different approach here. Very different approach. Actually, I don't have any more comment on that. But I think Bitcoin's looking good. I think total crypto market cap is looking good as well. I like the cleanness between resistance and support. Very careful, gentle touch. Floated back up. I think we're going to slowly paint an inverse head and shoulders here over time. Let's go down. Let's go down on the corn. I got so sick of looking at these daily candles. There it is. On the 3-day, we saw this double top at 63.4. It is visible, of course, on the day after hitting a lower low. Back up. Let's see where we're at. Market cipher B actually slowly giving me a rollover signal. Our momentum highs seemingly weakening here. VWAP moving up. Money flow I need to see pick its butt up. That's how I see it. Money flow needs to get in line here. MACD, very choppy, no clear signal, but we do see increasing buying momentum on today's candle, provided we close up here. RSI is so low on the day, it is kind of spooky. I think I got rid of this stuff accidentally. It's kind of spooky there. Let's add these back. Let's see, did that work? There it is. A little spooky. I want to see this picked up. Remember, I usually describe RSI as something that is misunderstood. However, the easiest way to understand it would be under 50. Remaining under 50 RSI typically shows us a downtrend. When we remain above 50, like we did back here in February, typically showing us an uptrend. So I don't love what's going on here. RSI seems to be rejecting from 50, but it is really slowly building strength. This doesn't look great, but it's slowly building strength off of our RSI moving average, and that can lead to a nice little pop to the upside. So I'm going to go down in time a little here. 12-hour, very similar stuff going on. Momentum struggling, but flipping over as well. Nothing there. 12-hour does give us what we're looking for on the day. Money flow making we'll call it a higher low. A little trigger wave here, VWAP up. That's what you want to see going into that day, into that daily time frame. Let's go. I'm going to do 8-hour. Rarely look at 8-hour, but there's definitely an argument that the 8-hour is a valuable time frame. Rejected, rolling over, lower or higher low here on money flow. We got a good setup. Down to the 4. Some bearish divergence coming in on a 4-hour time frame unless we can break that 63.5 high here. RSI has moved to a higher high versus May 10th. However, price has been unable to close a candle higher, and that's going to paint bearish divergence until it's broken. 4-hour creeping up. I like this. Lower time frames are looking better. Into the 2. Same bear div. A little bit weaker. There we go. On the hour, RSI all the way up and overbought. Retracing a little bit here. I like that. All right. Can we just get a definitive break? Like, please, thank you. Whales out there, give us a definitive break. I'm done with this. I'm ready to see the real fireworks. What else do I have pulled up for you guys today? Let's see. Bonk, not moving. Pepe retracing as we kind of speculated, likely to see it cool off a little bit here. It's the only thing that was moving. It broke its all-time high against Bitcoin, got very exciting, and now doing the typical Bitcoin thing, crypto thing, retracing, doing a little bloody selling. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm going to play music. I don't care. Here we go. Let me know if the volume is bad. Volume check, please. Good, good, good. You'll be talking about Chippy again. All right, well, bet. You are Taiwanese and your English is not good. Can I tell you whether Bitcoin will go up and down? Well, my Taiwanese friend, if I could tell you the future, I probably would not be streaming. Is bad all good? All right. Turn it down a little bit. If I could tell you the future, I'd probably be off on an island somewhere, flying around in like a golden helicopter. A bit low, that's fine. That's good. I want it a bit low. There we go. At 1 million, more like, sure. What's up, homies? I like both your streams. Not sure why everyone else didn't. I don't know. People are being stingy with the likes lately. It's okay. Let's go back to GME. GME holding these gains is beautiful. It's beautiful. You know for a fact, if this was Bitcoin, if it did that, like in 5 minutes, whatever, it would have gone right back down. It would have gone right here and done this and freaked everyone out. I'm liking this. GME, I think it's going to flag out here. And since it's not crypto, maybe it's got a shot at actually playing out like a bull flag, right? Maybe it's got a shot. Let me see. Big gap below. Let's mark this gap. Gap marked. Boom. Let's go. Are we missing anything on this chart? Gap down, filled. Gap up, filled. Gap up, filled. Yeah. Pretty good, man. I think GME has more gas, baby. What do you think? BTC pair runner-up. TON Bitcoin. Have you been doing some homework back there, Grateful? I'll look at TON just for that. Just because I believe. What I think of the weekly stotch? I don't know. I'll have to look. Probably fine. TON giving us that back test of the previous all-time high. Almost all-time high. All right. Maybe you're right. Velo. I just remembered Velo was one of them that's been moving differently and looking good. TON Phil. Easy trade. Just looked for a back test of the all-time high. 547. Filled unstopped. Back to its previous high. TON is looking actually very spicy. You're right. Now, did it break its Bitcoin all-time high? Its Bitcoin pair? That I don't know. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Let's see. Gotta check. Okay, we got all the history. Has TON only traded since? No. TON. Yeah, TON. Crypto. Here we go. I'm going to make my own Bitcoin pair. Bitcoin USD. There we go. Done. Let's see. Nope. Good eye. I appreciate it. Keep them coming, man. Keep them coming. Don't stop. Certainly bullish against against Bitcoin. Certainly bullish. This looks like a deep retracement, like a 786. Putting on ground here. I mean, I like this. I think it looks good. I like this especially. Move up. Higher high versus September of 23. You painted that beautiful higher low. You broke it. Seems like all-time high is in order. Not there yet. For those just tuning in, I've challenged you all. Send me a single other chart. Send me a single other coin that has broken its all-time high against Bitcoin or is currently at an all-time high versus Bitcoin. We're struggling here. TON, not a bad one, but definitely not there yet. Not there yet. It's got about a 40-50% gain to make to get back there. But it looks good. I think that this is one that is likely to do so. It looks incredibly likely that TON is going to move to a new all-time high against the dollar. Bitcoin's going to be a harder challenge. You love some dubstep. This is Ganja White Knight. Love Ganja. It's more of like a bassy rhythm thing. What's up, Priest XBT? Hope you have a wonderful weekend yourself. Or did. Mine was calm. It was calm. What's up, Alexander G? I saw you with the membership earlier. I got distracted. Good to see you, darling. What's up, Crypto Brat? 64, 65, 67, 70 all-time high. The bar keeps lowering. We just need 64 to give us our first higher high. Yes. Well, as we set a series of lower highs on Bitcoin, the bar does move. The goalpost does move. Each lower high representing a closer, lower price point where we might get excited for a breakout. If Bitcoin rejects here, moves to a lower low, that's just going to continue to play out, right? If you see something like that, I guess that's maybe the silver lining to dumping over a long period of time. As we paint lower highs, that bar does become more in reach. Roaring Kitty awakens. That's what we're saying. You're going to enter GME last night, King of Kings? Man, wouldn't that have been glorious? How can there be 2,000 viewing and so few likes? I have no idea. Maybe we got some bots and stuff. I don't know. Thoughts on music, Anthony? Are you still here? Music. Tom, Bitcoin could just be putting in another lower high, Mitchell. Sure. Absolutely. Well, at this point, it wouldn't be a lower high. It would be like an equal high here. We see that on the 3-day. We see it on the 1-day. Definitely possible. If we had this price action that we're seeing right now, but we didn't see, let's say, Pepe at a new all-time high. Pull that up. Pepe. Or GME blasting off like this, I think there would be very little reason to be excited about. It's like you're just retesting the same high of the 8th and 9th of this month. It's not very exciting. But since we have these other things, that doesn't guarantee we're blasting off to the moon here, but it does tip the scales a little bit. This is almost exactly what we saw in 2021. GME went nuts, meme coins went nuts, and Bitcoin trucked its way up. Let's see. This was like back here, January. Right about here. Interesting that this is also similar to the price action that we see right now. That is actually very interesting. I just noticed this. What? Let's see what this retracement was. My allergies are bad today. 31%. Boop, boop. 31%. You know, let's even do this. Let's make a new chart. A chart that I'm sure only a handful of humans have ever seen. GameStop divided by the Bitcoin. Let's see. Music makes streaming so much better. Even the mighty GameStop shows us that over time, all things are in a bear market versus Bitcoin. This rally here kind of reflective of the price not really back to that 2021 level. But you can see a trend line developing. This kind of looks like a broadening pattern. Maybe you see a test to the top of the wedge. If GME blasts off, you can see that. I do like that it held this higher low here. But man, look at this. Everything. If you look at any chart divided by Bitcoin, it ends up looking like this over time. And over enough time, it ends up doing the exact same thing, man. Just like everything. I love it. GME people, come over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I don't know how you got onto GME to like do this. Crypto people, we love and respect what you're doing, but we're doing the same thing. You're just doing it under their rules. Come to crypto, come to Bitcoin. We don't have their rules. They can't just print shares. They can't do the gibberish. They can't halt trading. It just blows my mind that the GME people never made that migration. Hopefully we see that into I don't know, this year, next year. That'd be amazing. But really reminiscent here. All-time high broke back here. This was like November of 2020. Moved up, pulled back into January. So this is questionably where we are today. Is this where we are today? I think, honestly, it's not the craziest thing to say. I think it is very possible. Let's check the current retracement. I don't even remember what the percent is. January 2021. Let's see. I think we're only at like 25%. Doesn't have to have the same percent retracement or anything, but would be cool. 23%. What do you think? Lag. Lava. Lag. I don't know, man. Lava lag. 500 votes on the poll. Looks like we're feeling those 21 vibes. Let's go. What's up, Greg? C. Ron, you don't have enough BTC or meme coins. Wow, well, nobody has enough Bitcoin. There's no such thing. Not a thing. Never enough. Look at this, man. This would be a pretty nasty spot to reject from. That being said, 63,470, we can just call it 63.5. That's a pretty perfect back. That's like a pretty perfect retest. Lower low, retest the high. You really do want to push up here. If you lose this, there is always a possibility you get another higher low. Maybe you make your way back up. That could look actually pretty good inverted. But man, losing our low from the 10th, this gets very threatening. As exciting and as excited as I am today, we got to stay in reality. I'm not seeing that at the moment, certainly on the table, but man, only because you painted the lower low. You really got to get above it. Kind of good news though, even if you do break 60.15, even your 2 measured move target using our fib only brings you to 67K again. Certainly can go lower, but this is like in the realm of probability. When we see a low or high broken like this, we look for this extension. That would still paint a higher low. Man, what do you guys think? Chat, I'm sitting here staring at it. I'm just, my brain, my gears are turning, but it's just the same data. What do you guys think? I want to know. What's up, Books, iBooks, MCRT? What's that? The US dollar is in trouble if true. The US dollar has been in trouble, and that is why tomorrow may be such an exciting day. Let's pull this up. I want to know what you're thinking on Bitcoin. I'm reading the chat. Right here was the FOMC, where Chair Powell announced quantitative easing, well, quantitative tightening, tapering, reducing the amount of quantitative tightening. Since the moment those words were uttered, the dollar dropped, hit a lower high, and now is hanging out right around where it found support earlier in May. This is not a strong setup. Not the strongest setup. Looks like we're doing this. Fall, lower high, fall. Fall, lower high, fall. On a bigger time frame, the dollar could still be fine. This could paint out as a big old inverse head and shoulders, but the dollar has been struggling since Chair Powell, since the Fed reduced quantitative tightening from 60 to 25 billion at the FOMC on, what was it, like the 1st or 30th? I don't remember. 1st of May. Chair Powell speaks again tomorrow. We're going to be covering that live 9:45 East, way earlier than our typical wake up time. You better tune in for that. Scary Shizzles, that's right. What's up, Splash Fire Films? Greetings to you, my friend. What's up, Juanito? NSK Pool. 68 plus K after Powell. All right, let's do it. By the way, you might notice that none of the alerts are really working. YouTube is struggling today. Man, YouTube is struggling today. So is that vertical stream. I don't understand what's happening with them. Look at that viewership. Only 30 people. Yikes. That's okay. We got tons over on the mainstream. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's being overshadowed. I'm just going to go ahead, send everybody over to the mainstream. What do you think? Good. Perfect. All right.